As mentioned in part one of my review of Captain America Brave New World, there is an assassination attempt on the President of the United States of America. In case you don't know, the United States of America is a nation-state southwest of Greenland, well known for its vibrant culture, high cholesterol and bombing campaigns. In the film, the President is played by a going-through-the-motions Harrison Ford. You get the sense he'd rather be dangling heavy weights from his testicles rather than prostituting his artistic integrity in this vapid vehicle. In fact, I've heard dangling heavy weights from his testicles is actually one of his favorite pastimes. Not many people know this, but according to anonymous sources, Ford is deeply involved in the BDSM scene in Southern California. It all started with that famous whip in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and the arousal he felt when he first gripped it. Within months of that film's rat party, he was wearing nipple clamps daily and attending well-known fetish clubs with his comrade in kink, Danny DeVito. Other anonymous sources have cited Burt Young, Dennis Franz, Saul Rubinek, Wallace Shawn, Pauly Shore, and Dame Judi Dench as fellow travelers in this taboo world of pleasure. I do hope that acknowledgement of Harrison's numerous and bizarre sexual perversions won't cloud your view of this quite talented actor. I've sent him many letters and emails reassuring him that his degeneracy is nothing to be ashamed of, and if he is slightly embarrassed, he could buy my silence with a large financial transaction. I haven't heard back from him, to be honest, which I took to be a tacit encouragement to keep spreading the news about his latex foibles. Anyways, back to the film and the assassination attempt. The unwitting assassins have been brainwashed to kill whenever they hear a particular song. You might think it would be something from Justin Bieber's back catalogue or the latest single from Bruno Mars, which could inspire in many of us a desire to maim and kill, especially if the victim was Justin Bieber or Bruno Mars. But no, the song is Mr. Blue, an old-timey crooner song that was used as a form of birth control before the invention of the contraceptive pill. The mastermind behind the assassination attempt is Samuel Stearns, a chap you could safely say has fallen out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. He is uglier than the last man left at a Cornish swingers party, or I don't know, his pallor looks like he's undergoing the worst alcohol withdrawal symptoms since Oliver Reed. To visualize his face, think of the contents of Joe Biden's adult diapers or Donald Trump's face towel after a good wipe, but green instead of orange. A disgusting, discolored abomination that could turn the stomach of even the most mercenary of 90-day fiancés. I had one of those once. Luckily, I was able to return her before the expiry date. Changed my glasses, actually. Anyway, I was saying it. The reason this other chap, the reason he's so unattractive is he's been exposed to the Hulk's blood. But just a small enough amount of the Hulk's blood to make only his brain and head very green and very large. Which got me thinking. Imagine if you could expose your penis to the Hulk's blood. Think of all the marriages that could be saved. That's what our scientists should be working on, not gain of bloody function. Make my John Thomas gain in girth and length and function like a pneumatic drill. Just an observation. Where was I? Yes, I couldn't help but notice in this film that it's the Japanese who are portrayed as the enemy nation. Yet in real life, American politicians never stop droning on about the threat from China. And this is, of course, because China happens to generate much larger audience numbers than Japan, which turns into much larger revenue. It's so heartwarming to see how cold, hard cash can make Hollywood executives see other nations in a new and more positive light. Perhaps this is the reason that Hollywood has finally started casting East Asian actors in their blockbuster films too. Whereas before they were rarer than an unbroken hymen at a New Jersey wedding. Well, I want to wrap things up and wind things down now, and I've changed back to my original glasses for continuity reasons. Which doesn't make sense because I'm going to keep the footage with the other glasses that are not these ones. It'll work out in production, I assume. Now, like I said, for the rest of the film, various things happen. The president, Harrison Ford, has one final anger management meltdown, and then he turns into the Red Hulk. I don't know if you know who the Red Hulk is. He's very similar to the Green Hulk, but has a very large birthmark, I assume, covering his entire muscular body. And he smashes stuff. Then he resigns from the office of President of the United States of America, and then he is visited by his daughter, Liv Tyler, who tells him about Steven Tyler's underwear collection, I assume. I never really watched the end, I'm just making this up. Basically, halfway through this film, I hit the bar, and I've been drinking ever since, and I hope one day you'll join me. It sounds like a song by Ringo Starr, I think, wasn't it? Imagine all the drumsticks were played by left-handed drummers. That's how it went, didn't it? I don't know. It's a pretty good thing to base your entire moral universe on, I think. I don't know. I'm just foaming at the mouth right now. I need another drink. I'll have to sign off. Bye-bye. Go see this film. It was absolutely, I can't remember it. I'm just waffling now. I think the prescription medicine starting to kick in now, which is really... If you do see this film, take lots of medicinal prescription medicine. That will help you get through it. Valium by the handfuls. Take it all. It can be quite enjoyable, actually. And always combine prescription medicine with alcohol, I think. Is that what they say? Either don't do it or do it. Just experiment. That's what I say. Okay, cheerio.